it's big country and the Super Samoan in Japan. Welcome into MMA Live. My name is Todd Grisham. That's right, Roy Nelson taking on Mark Hunt in a heavyweight slugfest. It'll be the main event for UFC Fight Night 52 this Saturday night. And to break this fight down, we welcome in from Las Vegas, Nevada, our MMA writer on ESPN.com, Brett Okamoto. Brett, this fight looks like it has the makings to be a back-and-forth battle royale. What do you expect to see, even though I think I know what your answer is going to be?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm expecting to see what everybody's expecting to see in this fight, and that's two big guys walk to the center of the cage, relatively flat-footed, and just throw power shots, bombs at each other until one of them fall. That's how these two fight. And they're really, they do some things different, but their mentality is the same, and that's I can take 3 of your punches to land 1 of mine, and mine is going to put you to sleep. So it's going to be interesting to see those two guys go out and headhunt each other for as long as this lasts.
Well, Nelson put Big Nog to sleep in his last fight, snapping a 2-fight losing streak. What does Big Country have to do this time around to put Mark Hunt out?
Well, you know, this is sort of a weird question with Roy Nelson, because you go back and you look at this guy's career, especially in the UFC, you look at some of his previous opponents, and you wonder to yourself, you know, what is Roy going to do here? How is he going to approach this? What strategy has he come up with? What has he seen on film? And at the end of the day, Roy goes out there and he does the exact same thing regardless of who he's fighting. So I don't think that's going to change when he fights Mark Hunt. I think he's going to live and die by the right hand like he always does. I mean, I would like to sit here and say that Roy Nelson could go in there a little bit lighter than he usually is, look to wrestle Mark Hunt. Why not? Put him on his back, take the danger away from him. But I don't think Roy Nelson's going to do that. He knows what fight the fans are expecting. I think he's going to give it to them and throw that right hand over and over like he always does.
As for Mark Hunt, it's his first fight since that absolute war he got in with Bigfoot Silva. How will a 9-month layoff affect him as he takes on Big Country?
Well, it's kind of interesting because we saw the other half of that draw, Antonio Silva, fight for the first time this past weekend. He fought Andrei Arlovski in Brazil. He was knocked out in the first round. That was his first fight since the draw. Can you really make any comparisons between he and Mark Hunt and make predictions? I don't know if you really can, but it was a good reminder to say that, you know, that was a tough fight. Both of those guys did go on a 9-month layoff. And now in Mark Hunt's case, you're talking about a 40-year-old guy who took a lot of damage in that 25-minute fight. Prior to that, he was knocked out by Junior Dos Santos. Eventually, you know, that damage becomes cumulative and you slow down in a big way. I could see this being the fight that Mark Hunt slows down in a big way, but we'll have to see. That is something, though, to keep an eye on.
All right, Brett, before I ask you who's going to win, let me give you my pick, since for some reason I'm on a heavyweight roll right now. You can vouch for me. I picked Rothwell to beat Overeem. I picked Arlovski to beat Bigfoot Silva. I think Big Country knocks out Mark Hunt. What say you?
You are on a roll, and coincidentally, both of those big wins that you picked were underdogs. And again, you're picking an underdog in Roy Nelson. He is the underdog in this fight, but I like it. I don't think this fight goes the full distance. I think Roy Nelson by knockout with the right hand.
Well, we can't wait to see it. It will happen this Saturday. Brett Okamoto, we appreciate your time from Las Vegas. You look nice and fresh, by the way. Losing some weight? Maybe he's working out. That'll do it for this edition of MMA Live. I'm Todd Grisham. Keep it right here on ESPN.com/MMA for complete UFC highlights and reaction. Until next time, I'm Todd Grisham. Keep fighting.